I guess that this is something that I was never thinking about doing, to be honest, not gonna lie. But it is what it is. Life comes with its own, like, type of experiences, I would say. Sometimes you really cannot predict what's gonna happen to you, and sometimes you really can get over it, and sometimes you really cannot think what's the best decision to make.
Но вы понимаете или нет, что если Украина будет в НАТО и военным путем будет возвращать себе Крым, европейские страны автоматически будут втянуты в военный конфликт с Россией. Конечно, потенциал объединенной организации НАТО и России несопоставим. Мы понимаем. Но мы также и понимаем, что Россия одна из ведущих ядерных держав. Победителей не будет. Мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции. Кто бы ни пытался помешать нам, а тем более создать угрозы для нас.
Это пиздец. Это просто.
I'm 22 years old, I'm still young, nothing that big going through life from now and then. And I guess that I have been through so much. I've been through so much brain pressure, I would say. And probably it's one of the things why I do think this way. Probably one of the things why I have this mentality. And probably one of the things that makes me just try and push further and further no matter what the situation. What situations have I been in? A lot. What is the most that I have seen in my life? Or what is like the one that I have seen my life crumbled in? Or kind of. It's the last experience in Ukraine. So long story short, I'm doing this without a script. By the way, I'm literally just speaking to the camera. I might, stumble a lot, not know what to say. My voice is cracking a lot because of some vocal trainings I've been doing for new music, obviously. In 2018, I've decided to study abroad. During all that time, basically, I was doing, after my high school degree, or after finishing high school, I wouldn't call it a degree, it's bullshit. Wanted to study something else. So in Morocco, I'm Moroccan by the way, for the ones that don't know. In Morocco, if you have an art type of degree, you cannot do anything that is related to IT or math, physics, blah, blah, blah. So it's like done out. So my idea was, my only option was to study English. Now, studying English, did it profit me by anything? No. Did it give me anything? No. Was I even speaking English same as I am speaking it now back in the days? No, definitely not. So I was studying English. I really didn't vibe with it because it's like boring things. Why is it boring? Because my brain was never good at math, by the way. My whole life I've been studying literature stuff, which means Arabic, French, history, geography, blah, 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 this type of shit. And my brain was never for maths, bro. Like, I've been raised, my dad brought me up, my mom told me, no maths, bro. You're not doing that shit, it's not for you. So yeah, this is probably the first thing that I have noticed, or during high school, because, Moroccans would understand how does it work. So after a specific period of time, I would say, I've decided to say, like, fuck that English BS. I'm trying to do something else. I love computers. I've been loving computers since I was young. Fuck that English BS, whatever it is. It's boring as fuck. And I have friends that are still studying it, that had their degree already, blah, blah, but it's boring. I'm telling you, it's fucking boring, but at least for me. So I was saying nope, or I said nope, I gotta change this reality by doing something. Now, what can I do? I've been like my whole life passionate about computers, tech, blah, 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 phones, whatever it is. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm trying to do something different. And I will be trying to do something that is super hard, especially in that country, because it's not hard in the country. It's not because we don't have that. But the problem is that you cannot switch from arts, whatever, arts to something called science. Nope. It's impossible. Nobody will accept you, or you will go to some type of like private school, and which is not going to do you shit anyways. And they're gonna just, make you learn programming or whatever, and you're gonna be basically a slave for them, as everybody is nowadays. They're gonna just take you and, put you work somewhere. They're gonna feed you up with fucking programming languages and tell you, all right, now you do this and you do that, you do that, and if you don't do it, you're gonna get fired, and if not, well, it is what it is. We gave you free education, now you're gonna work for us. Now, the sad part is, and now I guess there is something that has been like one of the biggest things in the Moroccan educational system, and a lot of people know it by now, and I know some people that are doing it right now. Do I suggest it? No. Why? Well, that's another topic. But I said, fuck that English BS, whatever that is. I want to change my life. What can I do? I will go outside Morocco. All right. That's perfect. Perfect idea. Perfect vision. Is there any money to support these things with? Yes. Parents, blessed. I did it, but I didn't want to go to Ukraine at first. At first I was thinking about going somewhere else. So I was contacting this university in Sweden. They told me everything that I need, everything that I have to do, everything blah, 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 blah. I had everything set up. Life is good. I do not have to worry. But the problem was I needed, as everybody will know, what is a TOEFL IBT English test. Now, this TOEFL IBT English test is one of the main English tests that you have to get, as long as you are not coming from an English-speaking country, which is fair enough. But I got scammed in that shit. So how did I get scammed? I really don't remember the name of the organization, but I remember that I remember the location though, and I remember I traveled to the capital, city of Morocco, and it was me and my uncle, because my uncle lives there, blah blah, in the center. Whoever knows the center knows what Agdal is, blah blah blah. So we went there. He went with me. We made the appointment. Whatever. We paid. Life is good. Everything is perfect. We move on. So they gave me a specific date which I have to do the test. Now the problem is, was the test hard? Was the test easy? Was the test whatever? Who knows? Why? Who knows? So after a specific period of time, they gave me like 2-3 months. They gave me like a specific appointments after like 2 or 3 months. I don't really remember. But till today, we still remember that we did put specific dates, because they told us choose between this month. I guess it was May and June or some shit like. Damn, my voice is fucking gone, bro. Holy shit, this music thing is driving me crazy. Anyways, we did that. And we did put specific dates. That organization, that center, whatever it is, told me that they will send me an email like 30 days prior. So like just as a reminder, and then 15 days prior, and then maybe like 5 days prior, just as a reminder that you have to go, you have to do this, you have to attend, you have to blah, blah, blah. I was like, fair enough, paid the money, blah, blah. It was like, I guess it's $250 if we convert it into dollars, maybe even a little bit less, like $230 or whatever. I don't know if it changed now. I have no fucking idea. I haven't visited the country in maybe like 3 years, 4 years, whatever. I really have no fucking idea. I didn't get a call, or I didn't get an email. Long story short, they took the money, poof, gone. But that was the last paper that I needed to get the fuck out of the fucking country and go study in Sweden. But the problem is, they didn't call me. They did not email me, and when we called them back, they said, I remember I called them, and then my parents called them, and then my uncle went to them even, and they were like, oh no, you did put this day and this day and this day. And my uncle automatically asked for the paper. I still remember this story a little bit. My uncle asked for the paper that we did put our information in, and he saw that the date, or the dates, because they told us to choose two, the dates have been changed by someone else. So technically, I have been scammed. That's probably the second scam I ever witnessed, besides like getting scammed in video games once. After that specific point, it was like probably June, July. I was like, oh fuck, I really have no other choice. My information into 2 universities, one in the Netherlands and one in Sweden. I wasn't focusing on the one in the Netherlands because the Netherlands have different shit. They have been waiting, and for the Netherlands one, I still have the specific application on their website, which I was in Netherlands not even like 2 months ago, and I always pass by that fucking university. I still have my application in their website, and it still says pending. And what is missing is the TOEFL IBT test. So technically, I had my balls in 2 places. But the third one, like the Ukraine idea, was still not a thing. So how did Ukraine idea come up? After I understood that I can't do shit about it anymore, we tried to call them blah, 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 or change the date, we can pay more, we can whatever, blah, 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 just make me have the fucking test, I need it. They said, no, we can't, it's full, it's fully booked. Did I care? No. One thing fails, we go to the next, right? It is what it is. We have thought about a country that is not easily accessible, but more likely to be accessible without any tests, which is Ukraine. And somehow, I guess, one of the guys I knew was there already 1 year prior, and he was telling me about it, blah, blah. We were on Discord speaking, playing games together, doing whatever. And we spoke about it, and it just stayed in my head. The idea is, probably we will take the Ukraine thing. So we had to do other papers because, it's different countries, different laws, different whatever, different bullshit politics things, governments, whatever, and controllable bullshit, basically. And we made the papers, we made everything, went to the capital again, applied for the fucking visa, whatever, got it after 3 or 4 weeks, probably, I don't really remember when exactly, and yeah, now I'm good, I have everything needed, I can just, book ticket, move on. So I did that, moved on, life's good. Now from then, I went there with a different mentality, and this is what actually matters, and this is why am I like this now, and this is why I'm doing everything that I am doing now, and this is why I did most of the things that I did till today. When you live in Morocco, and you know that, like, society technically puts you, or the government, I will speak about it openly, like, the government puts you in a position of mind slavery. And what is mind slavery? And this is why I spoke about it already in my book, which is gonna come out technically this year. The government puts you in a position or in a mindset of slavery, and this is coming from, the early days of your education or whatever, like first grade, second grade, blah, 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 blah. They put you into that, they put you in the circle of a slave mindset. And what is a slave mindset? Back in the day, slavery was different. But today we have still we literally still have slavery. But it's, a little bit advanced. It's slavery with a little bit of freedom. It works this way. So, especially when you're in, like, those first, second world countries, whatever they call them, they, like, label them this way, which is fucking stupid, to be honest. It's just for their own benefit anyways. They take you and they put an educational system, and they make you get fed up with fucking subjects, which doesn't make any fucking sense. If you fail, you're a failure, and if you fail in that educational system, or if you fail your whole education, you're fucked. How are you fucked? The idea of not succeeding in your education in the world nowadays is something super huge. Why is it huge? Because, as I said, slavery or slave mindset. They will take you and put you in a position of, if you do not study, if you don't have education, if you do not have a degree, you're fucked. If you don't have a degree, if you don't have a high school degree at least, you can do nothing. Let's speak about first world countries, for example. Even if you're not educated at all at school, obviously. I mean, you cannot just not be educated. Come on, bro, that's fucking bullshit. You can literally just go and educate yourself from the internet or in the internet, because now we have access to billions, maybe even trillions of information, and you can actually make it in life, yeah? A person with a camera and a microphone and a screen, and they made fucking millions, yeah? Multi-millionaires just by doing these things. But the idea of education is like a premium type of, what can I even call it? It's like a premium type of slavery freedom, I would say, if my idea is not wrong, for sure. So how does it work? So especially when, as I said, especially when you are in the countries like Morocco, whatever, Africa, blah, blah, or like Eastern Europe, whatever, or like South America, for example, they push that idea of, if you are not educated, you ain't gonna be shit and no one's gonna help you. For example, I was about to ruin my whole fucking future because the country I was in, that I've been born in, that I've lived in for more than 17 years, is not giving me an opportunity outside the idea of, or outside, like, I would say, the circle of me having a arts high school degree, or like, whatever it is, not science, whatever it is, just not science. I broke the code, though. That was my first step out of the fucking matrix, if you want to call it a matrix. That was my first step out. So how did it even work? If my country is not giving me that opportunity, I will technically just move on to another country that gives this type of opportunities. Ukraine was one of them. And the whole Europe is the same. The whole fucking Europe is the same. The whole US is the same. Everything is the same. Besides the third, or whatever Morocco is classified as, second, third, fifth, whatever that fucking bullshit is, they will not give you that opportunity. So anywhere in the first world countries, they will give you that opportunity. Because why? This is why it's different. They still use the same slave system, or slavery mindset system. I'm not speaking about slavery as slavery. I'm speaking slavery mindset. But they give you an opportunity to explore yourself, and they're like, all right, you got science. You can, even if you have, like, I don't know, you have a PhD in fucking quantum physics or whatever, you can still go do geography. You can still study geography, and life is good, and you can have a career. But this is the slavery mindset still, or the slavery program, I would call it. So after a little bit of time, I went to Ukraine. Ukraine is beautiful. I'm gonna tell you that. Ukraine is beautiful. Whatever the stereotypes are, especially in Morocco, damn, bro, we have a bunch of fucking stereotypes that it makes me laugh all the time that I hear one. Oh my god, whoever goes there does this, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. If you're Moroccan, you understand my point. There is no need to talk. You know the stereotypes about Ukraine. You know the stereotypes that are about education. I'm not speaking about the people. They don't know shit about the people. There are stereotypes about the educational system, how people succeed in there, how people blah 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 in there, how people. Probably that was my biggest successful step so far. How does it work? It works this way. Basic math, yeah? I hate math, but it's basic math still. I will go there, try to find something that I would love to do, but smartly. And I should, as much as I can, like, distance myself from having maths and physics as a subject at school. I went there, started searching for unis. You have to do 1 year of language, your Russian language, which is a scam for English, or like for the ones that are aiming to study in English. So anyways, I went there. That first year of whatever, I just spent, exploring the city. I was in Kharkiv, by the way. I was exploring the city, doing stuff from now and then, and just doing my things basically. And I was not attending school. I did go first days, but after that I was like, nah, fuck that shit. I dedicated that time to trying streaming, doing different things, going a little bit deep through gaming, blah 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 blah. After that point, I have officially, I guess at like March, I guess it was March or April, I went to uni. I was searching how can I study something that has a relation with computers. And I was like searching a lot in too many universities, and I found mine. The one that I still study in till today, by the way. It's a good uni, I love it, everything's good. There are some teachers that are dickheads for sure. That's normal. And that's literally normal, innit? So I did that, and I went to them, and I went to the whoever is responsible there, asked them what can I do, and I asked them about the specialties. Now the good thing is they given me the English, or the available programs in English. Everything's good, and then I saw programming, blah blah blah. They have like 4 or 5 I guess it's 3 or 4 till today. 3 or 4 specialties in English, and I've seen something that is called cybersecurity. Now, what is cybersecurity, my lads? Cybersecurity, something that has it's hacking. All right, let's just speak about it. Straight to the point, it's hacking. Legal hacking, I would call it. Now, how is legal hacking a thing? It's because we need white hackers, yeah? White hat hackers. White hackers is kind of racist. Whatever, bro. So we need white hat hackers. So white hat hackers are basically people who hack by consent. I don't want to give another example because we will go too far and we will drive away, far away from the subject. But anyways, you get what I mean. I did that. Life's good. Ukraine, beautiful country. Traveled there, went to too many different places, knew too many different people, had my relationships, had whatever, blah blah, friendships, business deals with different humans, worked there as well even. I worked for like a month. It's not worth it. Slavery mindset, yeah? Slave system. And then, out of nowhere, I was, doing my things. 2021 was not a good year for me, at all, literally at all. But we go through it. I still pushed and did a lot of things as well, and tried too many things. My brain is it's like a room of books, and each shelf has its own books with different topics, different aims. And if one shelf gets broken, other shelves are still up, and I'm still working doing my shit. The good part about this is that in January of 2022, after I finally got out of some bad shit, I decided, alright, life is gonna turn upside down, and I'm gonna turn my life upside down. It's not gonna be the same anymore. Let me go do other things, explore stuff, blah 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 blah, whatever. Yeah. So I started being healthy, eating healthy, doing exercises, gym, blah blah, whatever. Life's good. Life perfect. I'm telling you, life fucking perfect. Now, out of nowhere, some guy who is in, call it is or was, who is? Let's call it is, not was. He's definitely still. Some guy out of the KGB type of shit said, oh, well, I am going to raid Ukraine. Which is another topic that I will get into probably later in life. This is when everything turned wrong. This is when everything went into crap, I would say. Why did it go into crap? Because nobody was ready for it. Nobody knew that it's true. Nobody knew that it's gonna fucking happen. Obviously. Nobody fucking knew. And when nobody knows something, you cannot predict it. And threatening is not always something that really happens. I mean, you know what I mean. It's not something that translates into reality. We always threaten countries, blah blah, wars, whatever, but nothing really happens. But then I understood that shit is real, bro. So I still remember the fact that I ate the food, I stayed awake until like 4 a.m. and I went to sleep. Now out of nowhere, I woke up at like 6 a.m. to go to the toilet, yeah? And I found a lot of fucking messages. One of the guys was calling me or messaging, I guess he messaged me a lot. Hey, yo, Yasin, what the oh, my name is Yasin, by the way, for the ones that don't know. Oh my god, what the fuck, man? Do you know what's going on? Did you hear rockets, blah, blah? I'm like, nah, I don't hear shit. What the fuck is going on? There was nothing happening near me at that time. Because I live like not in the city center. City center is different from the actual center of the area. So if we take Kharkiv in like as a circle, let's say, I live literally in the center of that. And yeah, I mean, and later I understood why no rockets have been dropped near me, because I'm quite deep through the city, and even if they were like circling the city from all the sides, but it's a little bit harder to push through the city, even if it's a raid anyways. So yeah, I really didn't care. I put my phone down and went to sleep. My cats were making me a little bit, pissed, because they didn't want to fucking, chill. I went back to sleep, and I still remember at 11, I woke up hearing rockets, hearing bombs. I was quite safe, but not that safe though, you know what I mean? At a point, I went with, and I'm speaking about all of these details, by the way, in the book. I took like 10 pages out of the book just to speak about that, even if the book has nothing to do with this has nothing to do with my life experiences, yeah? When the book comes out, I really suggest anybody to read it, especially the young people, because including my age, like people in their 20s, 30s, whatever. I lived in a new kind of building, and that building most of the time loses electricity out of nowhere. So what do? So it's hard for me to remember exactly what happened, because there was lack of sleep, whatever. But I still remember I went to... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, now I fucking remember. So that day at 11 when I woke up, I went to the supermarket because I knew that people are gonna be taking food out of the fucking shelves. And it literally looked like Corona. You cannot always have control over the supplies that are being, given to people. Or food supplies especially. So, but that day was kind of different. So I went there, found a lot of fucking people, literally a lot of people, bro. And the shelves were literally empty. That was my first time seeing shelves empty in supermarkets. And like banks were not working. I forgot my wallet at home, and if I go back to the house, and I go back, if I go back and forth, let's say, just to bring my wallet, shit's not gonna... I will either find the supermarket closed, or the supermarket empty as fuck, and they took my shit that I had in my small cart. I took like whatever can help me for like a week, and to see what's going on, blah blah, and let's see if this kind of situation is gonna end. Is it real? Is it not? I really didn't know. Took food for the cats also. I moved on. So after that, I went back home, played my video games. I did not care, but did I have fear going on? No. But was I stressed? A little bit. Why was I stressed? I was only stressed because a rocket might fall over my fucking head randomly. Because what I saw in the internet, it's like different shit getting bombed in different places, whatever. It's super fucking random. So what did I do? I still remember I was playing COD Vanguard, bro. It was one of the stupidest things I've ever done so far. I literally can hear sirens, whatever going on. I'm literally playing COD Vanguard. And sometimes it's so funny, it's so fucking ironic, because sometimes I couldn't identify if it is a bomb outside or a bomb inside. What I mean by inside is, in the game. If any of you know what Vanguard is, it's basically a war game, and like Battlefield or whatever. So what happened? the next day, I slept through the night, and the next day I woke up without electricity. So when the electricity cut off, my phone was about to die, and I had nowhere to charge my phone. And somehow, using those, I guess my phone was at like 30 or whatever, and it's gonna run out anyway, isn't it? So I messaged the guy, I'm like, hey, what's up, what are you doing? Where are you? What have you done? And he said, I am at my cousin's rental apartment, and I am near you, because his cousin had, or I guess his cousin, whatever, I'm not sure. He had his apartment near mine. I would say like 10-minute walk. It's like a 10-minute walk. 7-minute walk like that. I'm like, oh, all right, do you have electricity? Yes. All right, I'm gonna come to you, bring some food with me, and let me charge my phone in there. So I went there, went to the house, got in, blah, blah, blah. It's the guy, this guy and his friend are my classmates, by the way. So we were there having fun, chilling, knowing, like thinking about what should we do, thinking about what should we, what decisions should we make and when. Because when is the most interesting question, or it's the most interesting decision is when. When, like, let's say we speak about something and we say, all right, we're gonna do it, but when is the correct time to do so? We know exactly at that day that his cousin has gone to the train station, and then he got into a train, blah blah blah, and it was packed off, bro. And there are people who got damaged there. I don't know if anybody died, to be honest. I'm not sure. I don't think it happened, but it was fucking dangerous. It was literally dangerous. There was a lot of racism going on, not on me though, not on us, at least on the train that we went in, but we will get into that later. We learned that his cousin has actually took the train, has taken the train, but the problem is he got a little bit, like, how can I even, damaged? No, I don't know. But anyway, it was dangerous. It was scary, right? Let's keep it at that. It was a little bit scary. So that scary thing is what made it way more interesting, because we asked them about the trains, blah blah. Everything's delayed, everything's fucked. It's war, bro. What do you think? It's not the train that's coming at 12 is gonna come at 12. It doesn't work this way. It's fucking war. You don't know what's happening in the road. You just literally, if you pray, you will just pray and get into the train and say, all right, fuck it. If we die, we die. It is what it is. And I still remember that his cousin, I guess he got damages in his legs or whatever, because we met later in Poland, in the Polish borders. But yeah, he went, basically. The train started moving. All right, first hope. Second, another classmate told us, we called them, what are you doing? I'm in the train station waiting for a train, and I think it's cancelled. And the problem is trains getting cancelled at that specific time is quite fucked up. Why? Because you don't know when is the next one. So we told him, can you please tell us when are the next trains today or tomorrow? And he kept telling us from like specific dates, hours. And we knew something. And now here's when things got a little bit intense. We said, all right, there is a train tomorrow at 10 a.m. Sorry. We said, let's go back to my place, take my laptop, take controllers. That's why I have this. That's why I have a PS5 controller with me. And that's why I have the microphone as well, by the way. So we said, let's take the computer, blah blah, take 2 controllers with us. I have a PS5 and 2 PS4 ones. So we took the one PS4 one PS5 ones. Let's play like some FIFA or whatever through the night, and we can just sleep, and it is what it is. And tomorrow I can go back. Or like at night. No, I said at night. After that, I said, I will just go back to give food and water to the cats. Now you're gonna ask me, why can't you take the cats with you? It's different. First of all, they're heavy. Second, they will not let me go through the borders with them because they don't have a vaccine. And this is the most fucked up shit. So even if I take them with me from literally cross the country with them, they will not let me cross with them. Why? Because they had no vaccines at the time. So what will I do? Interesting. So I said, all right, let's say this thing will keep going for like a month. I literally bought enough food for them, and I have enough water, whatever, for them. I can give them like 100 liters of water. I had things, because I bought new things, blah, blah, for them to have water in. Because sometimes I was traveling and, I had to give them, extra water, extra food, whatever. So I had already bought like too many extra food things. So I said, all right. And when I went to the supermarket in like earlier in that specific day, I bought a lot of food for them as well. I said, all right, I'm going to go back home and give the cats all the food that I bought them, and give them all the water, and leave water places, leave blah, 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 and I will just move on. And I know for a fact that food will take them at least a month to finish. It was like maybe 8 or 9 kilograms of like cat food, and they're still young. One is a year and something, and one is, oh my god, actually, one is a year and a half, and it's the female one, it's Nixie, and the male is 7, 8. I guess it's like 10 months, some shit like this. 11 months. I guess it's like 9 months. Yeah, it's still young though, but he's fucking fat, bro. I gotta put his ass into a treadmill. Anyways, the problem is, the first time we got back home, I grabbed the laptop, blah blah, and I had the intentions on going back again later. Why later? Now the problem is, we couldn't do anything because first of all, it was the night, no electricity, and we had sirens going on near my apartment. That 7-minute distance was different. There, where this guy's cousin's house is, or where is it located, there was nothing. Near my place, there was like a lot of fucking sirens going on. Now the thing is, we couldn't go back. We went the first time, and we had to go out in a rush. So I gave the cats like a little bit of food, just whatever it is, because I had no time to prepare. Those things need actual preparation. I will need at least like an hour to set up everything. Water for them, food for them, put like places where their toilets, their litter boxes, whatever, because I bought new things, so it is what it is. I had actual like extra things, but to set them up, I cannot do it in 5 minutes. So I said, all right, I'm gonna leave the house. Cats are good. They can eat that food that they have and water that they have for now for like a week or maybe 10 days. And to be honest, a week is a lot. I guess they had food for like 3 days, because I know the portion that they eat. I think it's like 3 days. So it can take them a little bit, and I knew for a fact that cats can live like up to 2 weeks without anything, food and water. So I'm like, all right, they can go through it. Now that's what I was expecting. So, I'm not gonna give you the plot twist for now. So anyways, we went back home, and at a point, when I was thinking about going back, I have a lot of voice cracks throughout this vid, bro. When I was going back, I have heard a lot of sirens, and me and my guy were like, fuck no, bro. Now what did I take? I took controller, computer, the laptop that I have here. Whatever, I'm not gonna show everything. Computer, some 2 socks, 2 underwears in case, and that's it. Actually, I have no clothes even. My clothes are literally gone in Ukraine. And in Morocco, there is a city called Meknes. Yeah, that city is my dad's hometown. We have like 2 apartments there, blah blah, whatever. And in one of them is near the Air Force base. They do like fighter jet trainings or whatever, and I saw a lot of fighting jets in my life. I'm not from that city, by the way. I really was going there just for holidays. There are a lot of fighter jets that cross there, and I'm used to seeing them, but I see them but a little bit up the skies, man. Like at least a kilometer or 2. I don't know how far can they fly up, but I guess a kilometer or 2, like less than a kilometer above ground. Bro, you can literally jump and touch it. Ironically, that's how close it was, bro. And I saw it, and I was like, it was at that specific night. I looked out the window, and I was like, fuck. There is literally, it was probably an F-16, whatever. I just love F-16s. I would just call it an F-16. So probably it was like a F-16 fighting jet just flying in a very low level. I don't know how low can they go, but as low as they can go, that's how much, or that's like the height that they were flying. I was like, fuck. This is not good, man. This is no way near good. You see what I mean? I looked at the guys. We called the guy that took the second train, and he's like, yeah, we're going, but it's stopping and blah, blah, and it's packed off, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, do we have enough food? I had a lot of biscuits, I had a lot of snacks, I had a lot of whatever, cookies. Depends on how you want to call them. I had a lot of these, and we said, I mean, not a lot, to be honest, just something that can get us, because that's the things I bought, because there was no meat, there was no bread, there was nothing in the supermarkets, bro. It was literally fucking crazy. It's like a whole type of, or it's like a different type of epidemics, whatever you call them. Bro, they fucking give names to everything. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, it's so funny. It's literally so funny how everything turned out. I looked at the guy, after that call, I looked at the guys and I'm like, we gotta go. I just looked at them straight and I'm like, okay, we gotta go. I'm gonna go to a little bit of details here. So before we went out, I had to go to the toilet, got in, put a dump, blah, blah. Whoever knows me knows that I take a lot of time in that. So they were like, Yasin, come on, bro. I'm like, all right, give me 5 minutes, whatever. So we got out, charged our phones, and sadly, I could have taken most of my electronics, but I didn't take nothing besides this and the laptop. I needed the laptop. I have all my work in there. I cannot give it up. Straight. I cannot give it up. Even if I had to take it by hand and just to go, I would fucking do so without any close nothing, because I literally have my whole project, whole whatever in there. And it's not that if it gets lost or broken or whatever, oh my god, I will lose my life. No, I just don't want to repeat the projects from the beginning, because I have like some half-made projects, some projects that are about to be over, blah, blah. I really don't want to repeat that from zero. That's the only reason. So I backed up some of my data and files in Google Drive and some other cloud platforms, and or some other server platforms, whatever, storage, let's say, just storage things. But yeah, I put the most important ones. So even if I lose computer, fuck it. But I did not want to lose it because of this reason. I don't want to repeat the whole work from zero. And keep in mind that I was giving up my whole fucking computer, which I luckily got back. I did that. And as you can see here, I have the other hardware in a specific place. And most of the things from a specific computer company. This is a graphics card. This is 2080, whatever. I don't use these anymore. And all of them are working, but the sad part is the HDD hard drive that I have all my data in is broken. Basically, don't give me any of these, just give me this one. But yeah. You know what is the real meaning of actually ending up with nothing? It's literally this. This fucking hard drive, bro, has all my fucking information, all my data, everything that I ever fucking need, and has crypto in it, thousands of crypto, but it's just gone. And I tried my best on fixing it, but I still didn't. Why? Am I in a rush? No. I was about to lose my life, bro. If I lost money, if I lost whatever, I don't give a fuck, man. I really don't give a shit anymore. I have nothing to lose anymore. I've seen death. And I've noticed some people getting pissed off when I say that to them. Like, I've seen that. I really seen it. And never mind. Let us continue in the topic. So I looked at them and was like, I'm gonna explain exactly how I've seen that. That's why I said let's move on. And I'm gonna explain how did I get my hardware back, and I'm gonna explain how did I get my cats back as well. Spoiler alert, they're still alive. And I'm gonna explain everything little by little. So I moved. I looked at them and I'm like, all right, we have to move. Sorry, did my shit, blah blah. Actually, did my shit. Turned off my phone because we needed GPS. So to go to the train station, and this is what I'll be representing in a 3D type of thing, from the place that we were in to the train station, it was like 5 to 6 kilometers walk. And you have to go through the city by foot. There are no taxis, no fucking transportation. It's not your COVID epidemic thing where you just open up Uber and be like, oh my god, yeah, let me just, order my Uber and go. No, we have the money to pay, yes.
Do we have people that are willing to do that? No. It's war, bro. It's not your like epidemic type of shit that you go outside and see nobody. We saw no one because everybody's fucking scared of dying. And I might get a lot of hate for saying this, but this is the exact point when, you know, if all of you fucking kids that have suicidal thoughts, oh my god, I want to kill myself, whatever. Trust me, it's all crap. It makes me, because I've dealt with it. Am I dealing with it right now? Maybe not. Maybe a little bit sometimes. But can you overcome it? Fucking definitely, bro. And whoever is saying, oh my god, I want to kill myself, you really don't. You really fucking don't. And if we keep speaking about killing yourself, whatever, once you see yourself about to fucking die and you see how much you really want to live, it will just change your fucking head. Because I had the idea of killing myself as well for like 5 years, whatever. But once I've fucking been put into that stupid ass situation, life is fucking different. Real life is fucking different. Whatever you have in your head, it's literally all that's gonna fucking control your whole lifestyle. And my lifestyle has changed once I literally changed my whole mind in between late 2021 and literally the first month of 2022. It's literally inside your fucking head. So all of you motherfuckers saying that, oh my god, I want to kill myself, I want to do whatever, you really don't. I'm gonna be honest, you really do not. And you will probably never. And if you do it, you're a loser. Straight. You're literally a fucking loser. I don't know if I get hate for this. I don't care, sorry. I don't care if I'm gonna get fucking hate for this. I don't care if I'm gonna offend some people with this. Oh my god, depression is real. Okay, we understand depression is fucking real, but stand up. You haven't seen death, my bro. You were not about to get shot at least 3 times in the same fucking night. You were not walking and being like, oh, alright, so at any given time, some rockets might just fall over me and I'm gone. So you actually go and, you know, look around you and be cautious of, and be like conscious, whatever, be aware, be whatever it is, whatever word you want to put in there just to describe that fact, and be like, I really want to pay attention for myself not to fucking die. And you keep looking around behind you, blah blah, and it's dark, no electricity in the whole fucking city, nearly, especially the places that we went through. And we were not going through the main roads, we were just going, you know, through different shortcuts, I will call them, just not to get caught by someone or whatever. And there are they did something which is good, because they knew that there are some Russian people sent basically by big bro Putin just to a little bit do a little bit of bad idea spreading in the city. And they got caught in Kharkiv a lot. I've seen a lot of videos. So yeah, and so for that reason, there were a lot of undercover military guys with literally, if you ever saw a gun, that's good. If you've never seen guns, that's actually good, because you're like far away from, you know, danger. But if you have seen guns, used guns, and getting stopped by fucking guns, that's different. So I had a Glock, yeah? If you take a Glock, shoot someone, out, blah, blah, small bullet, it might kill him, but it will definitely hurt him. But your chance of dying is like, not low, but lower than if you get shot by a fucking AK bullet. It's different. So we got stopped by people with fucking AKs trying. We don't even know if they are with Ukraine, or we don't know if we don't even know if they're with Russian, Ukraine, blah blah. We really don't know shit, but we know for a fact. And we had some guys that we met randomly telling us, careful, there are this, that throughout the road. They were Moroccans, by the way, as well. They were searching for cigarettes. I just hope they are still alive, because they seem very, very genuine and very kind. I really hope they're alive. Or like they made it out, they're living good, blah, blah. Anyways, it told us to be careful. You know, there are some military guys, just when they scream at you, stop, just stop. Don't do anything, or they are literally allowed to shoot you. And if they shoot you and you die, you're just dead. It's a war. Killing is like when you kill fucking bees or whatever. Nah, bees are not allowed to be killed. Good for nature, by the way, don't kill bees. Like, let's say mosquitoes, when you literally just smack a fucking mosquito and be like, all right, I got away with it, whatever. Or like a cockroach, it's the same shit. Like the main, I would say, rules of the wildlife gets brought up during war. That's why a lot of people die. And that's why nobody goes to fucking prison. You see what I mean? They kill because they're allowed to kill. It's danger. Everybody is dangerous. Everything is dangerous. So we had to walk. They stopped. Some of the guys stopped us. with literally AKs loaded. I've seen the AK near my fucking eyes, and it was so close, and it was literally loaded, bro. So it's like ready to shoot. It's not he will like load it first, blah blah. It's ready to shoot straight. He will just put it up, gone. You're dead, drop dead. They stopped us, searched our backpacks, searched our phones for specific apps, whatever. I've seen what was happening, but I really don't remember. I really don't remember like exactly what apps were they searching for. But you get to just search a little bit, you will understand why were they making those kind of control points, I would say. But they come out of nowhere. You're literally just going through the streets and then stop, blah, blah, whatever. It's literally like an arrest, but not an actual arrest. It's just a search thing. But they're allowed to do it though. So, yeah. We gave them our things. They checked that everything's good. Where are you going? Show them our passports. Where are you going? Where are we going? To the train station? And luckily, we did not take their word as an advice, because they told us to go back. The road is dangerous and we might fucking die because of some random people like them that won't understand us, that won't understand our fucking bullshit Russian language level, and they will literally just shoot us out of nowhere because they're allowed to. And there are people that really have fun with that thing. When you're allowed to shoot, look, shooting is fun. I'm gonna tell you, whoever shot a gun before, shooting is fucking fun. But not when you want to kill someone. But there are people who actually use it for the wrong thing. So if they get or who want to use it for the wrong thing. So when they are given the chance to use it that way without getting punished, they will literally just be blasting everyone. And this is exactly what's happening right now. This is exactly what the fuck is going on right now. After that specific thing, we kept walking, blah, 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 and we are literally paying attention to everything. I don't know about the guys, but I was paying attention for everybody. So like, we're walking down the street, dark as fuck. I'm gonna look around, see if there are cars, the speed of the cars, how far is the car, is it a car in the first place, you don't know. When the cars are turning, the speed that they're going with, blah, blah, because you don't, basic logic things. If a car is coming out of nowhere in that type of situation from a specific road in a fast, speed, obviously there is danger there. Or he is running towards something or to reach something, whatever, bro. Anyways, the thing is, luckily, there was nothing interesting. We just got stopped. Nothing interesting really happened. We arrived to now the main idea is we arrived to the train station without actually knowing if there is a train or not. We knew that there are trains, but in the morning. So we started walking at 9 p.m. and we arrived there at 12 something. If I'm not wrong, if I recall very well, I remembered that, or I still remember, sorry, that okay, let's not say I still remember, but I guess we arrived there at midnight 30 or whatever. But sadly, we did not take, personally, I did not take any videos. I did not take any pictures because there's a very cold weather. It was -10 or whatever. And a lot of snow as well. And keep in mind that everybody knows now, it's not something so huge. Batteries die faster in a cold atmosphere or in a cold place. So that's why I kept my phone shut off, because we will need that battery life to check GPS, to check the GPS to go to specific destinations that we had or that we wanted to go to. So we did that. We arrived to the train station, blah, blah, find people there. The train station, luckily, was, I would say, normal amount of people. It was not packed up. I still remember, it was not packed up. We were lucky enough. The next train that's gonna come there, it's at 3 a.m. Will it come at 3 a.m.? We never know. Where is it going? We wanted to go to Lviv. So we had to cross the whole country. It came at 3 a.m. It came at 4, I guess. And everybody was waiting for it. I did not take a picture there or whatever, but it was a normal amount of people trying to get into a train. Nothing so crazy, life's good. Luckily, we did that, and luckily that was the perfect fucking time to go to the train station. Because if we had not gone in there at that specific time, and if we had listened to those undercover military guys that told us to go back, we would have been fucked. I'm gonna tell you exactly how. So the train came We got in. Is it gonna go to Lviv? We don't know. The guy there, the controller guy, whatever, told us, whatever the name of that job is, he told us, well, we don't know, but luckily he will. But he needs to go to, so there is Kharkiv, Poltava, Kiev, and then Lviv. To go from Kharkiv to Poltava is something else, because you're actually going a little bit to the south. Okay, we know that it's gonna arrive to Kiev, but we don't know if the road is actually safe. So we were literally, when if you are up a very, very high building and there is a trampoline in the ground, or like, let's say a big fucking soft bed that will actually, take you or like stop you from dying, and you jump, but you cannot see the bed still. You see what I mean? They just tell you that there is a bed, but you actually never seen the bed. So you just jump and fucking, hope that there is a bed in the ground. So it's like a free fall type of thing to your death. We jumped there. We jumped. The fuck, we didn't jump. So we got into the train. The guy started asking for money because it's a money fucking making machine now, innit? He asked for $100 each, and at first he wanted to fucking push me out of the train, and I was literally about to fall. He said, okay, if that's it. He was like, it's outnumbered now. Everybody's in this wagon is like, or wagon, whatever. And this wagon is like full, so you need to stop going in. Like, there are enough people, the blah, 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 blah. So yeah, and he started pushing me. Luckily, I had my hand in the door trains or whatever. I can't even speak. My camera is about to die, by the way. That's why I'm a little bit distracted. I wanted to push me or whatever. I stayed like, strong, blah, blah, whatever, grabbing that piece of metal handle. And I waited for him to get a little bit distracted. He got a little bit distracted, poof, slipped out of his hand, and he couldn't stop me there because we had like a lot of people there that actually took me in, including my friends, and they did not want to let me go. And even if he wants to take me in, they will literally fuck him up. He's like a very old fucking 80-year-old dude who has been working there for his whole fucking life. And we are like 50 in that wagon. You see what I mean? Like 50 humans. We will literally just fuck him up. We will be the ones who are gonna throw him off the fucking train and be like, okay, fuck off now. You don't deserve to be here anyway. So he started asking for money. I didn't have money. He started like for $100 per each person, because he knows now most of us are like foreigners and we actually have money. I didn't have. I really didn't. I had like 100 grivens, I guess, and it's like $3 at that time, whatever. I told him I don't have, and he's like, oh my god, am I gonna kick you out? He's not. But he found this kind of scam thing, because later we understood that not everybody paid to get in the train. So my guys had at least like extra money, and they give him $100 for me, and they give 100 for each, and he made banks, bro. He got at least $3,000, like $2,500 just from that fact. Nothing really happened during the train. Train was good. We slept on the floor. If I found I guess I have a video of that. I will search. If I find it, I will put it in here. We slept on the floor. We slept on chairs. We slept whatever. We just wanted energy, because I told the guys, and the funny thing is we had 2 liters of water, and I guess 4 or 3 cookies, packets, whatever you want to call it, man. I really can't even bother fucking knowing what that shit is. The train was kind of chill, so the train went to Poltava first, and from Poltava to Kiev, and now from Kiev we didn't know what's gonna happen, and Kiev was like literally a fucking red zone, bro. All of it was a fucking red zone. Even the train station was a red zone. It was fucked. I'm honest, it was literally fucked. And we started hoping that the train will move. Because if the train does not move, then we are in a very more dangerous situation with no money. And we were hoping that it will move. It moved, blah, blah, whatever. Life's good. Nothing very special happened besides some woman in there gave us cookies, tea, blah, blah, because it was quite cold. We arrived to Lviv. Life is good. Nothing that interesting. Train station packed as fuck. But when there's like a lot of fucking people in one place, but it's not that everybody is happy being there. It's everybody is stressed as fuck being there. So imagine, and there are, SWAT teams, police, military, whatever. I don't know if it's SWAT team. I'm just calling them SWAT teams, like dressed all in black, blah, blah, with rifles. When we got out, my girlfriend had already gone out from Ukraine, and she gave me a specific border to Poland, because there are 5 Polish borders with Ukraine, if I'm not wrong. So those 5 checkpoints, she gave me one. She gave me the address, and she told me, go there. because she was waiting for me with her parents in a city near the borders, which is Krakow. So it's like 3 hours away. So we got there, we went there, we walked all the fucking way. But the problem is, we found a taxi, and he told us, well, there is a 45-kilometer, maybe even more. But anyway, he told us there is a 45 kilometers car line. So I cannot take you to the borders, but I can just take you to the road, and you just have to follow the cars and follow the road. We stopped first taxi, nothing. Second taxi, nothing. And then I stopped a car out of no fucking where, knocked in his thing. Hey, yo, are you a taxi? I didn't ask him if he's a taxi. I just told him, we need to go to the fucking borders. We have the address. We want to go here. And I knocked my guy. I don't speak Russian, so my guy did it. And yeah, he told us, yeah, all right, fuck it. How much? He asked us for $100 to take us there. Wartime. Everything gets crazy expensive. I would say it was maybe like 6 kilometers away from the train station. $100 for that, bro? That's too much. But anyways, we did it. We had no choice. We had literally no choice. We did it, and yeah, they took us there. Started walking all the way. A lot of cars. I guess I have a video, or my guy have a video about that. If I find it, I will put it on the screen as well. We actually made it in a very, safe way, I would say. And I still remember some guys stopped us, checkpoint things, whatever, but they were just locals. They gave us water, and I still remember that water bottle got literally frozen because of how cold the weather was. And it's like so crazy because I'm holding it with my hand and I'm walking, but I'm not feeling cold at all. But when I look at the water bottle, I'm like, fuck, man. It was, I would say, at least it was like -5 there. At least -5. Because Lviv is not that as cold as the Eastern Europe. Western Europe is not as cold as the East. I literally still remember my water bottle is literally frozen, and they gave us a little bit of cookies, blah blah. So at least we had water to keep us a little bit, up, even if it was cold enough for our body to crave water. But still, we needed water to move. And yeah, we walked. So they were doing some type of, they were like organizing that car line or whatever. So it was, I guess, if I am not wrong for sure, because my estimate was like 10 kilometers with cars, 10 without, 10 with, 10 without, and then 10 with, and another 5 without. And then you find the borders. If I'm not wrong, I really don't remember well, but it was like you go through a huge car line and then nothing. And when I say nothing, it's literally just you and a dark sky above you and silence. It's like you're in a horror movie. So yeah, we walked all the way, nothing really happened. The thing that I really loved is that there were some locals in there from that area near the borders that were like giving free food to everyone. You just go there, eat, fuel up, move, eat, fuel up, move, eat, fuel up, move. Everybody, everything's free. I have pictures of that, I'm sure about. I will just put them through the screen randomly. We did that. We went, but we walked, bro. You know the idea of walking 45 fucking kilometers on your, literally nothing that's helping you, and you can't get into a car because you will be there for like 3 days because the line is huge. So we walked all the way to the borders. Now, from the borders, things were easy. But once you cross and you see Poland in front of you, or the Polish border in front of you, it's easier. And the Ukrainian border, there were a lot of people. We were about to fight with some. People were panicking. Panic is the worst shit of all time. People got the idea of, if I do not leave now, I will actually fucking die. And when this thing happens, you find people fucking wanting to kill you just for themselves to fucking live. You gotta be a dickhead when you are supposed to be a dickhead. We got out of the borders, blah, blah, life is good. Went to a specific thing and, crossed the borders. Whatever, they took us into a camp. I'm from the camp. There, I had the address where my girl was. After that, went to Krakow, blah blah, slept through the day. Not that much obviously, but at least we slept because we had to go the next day to Berlin. So we went to slept, blah blah, went to Berlin, and from there we moved to the Netherlands, to Nijmegen. where my family is. They took us open hands, blah blah. We spent like 2 weeks with them, and I really loved it. And then we found a hotel. You know, luckily, that 2 weeks turned into a month turned into 2 months, and here I am, or here we are, me and my girl still living in the hotel. Am I enjoying it? Yes, I bought a new computer. When we were in Nijmegen in the Netherlands, that's when my girl found a organization that helps animals that are stuck in houses. So they went there, like, you know, broke the locks, got into the house, got the cats after 3 weeks. Now, keep in mind, 3 weeks with low food and water, maybe even no water, because I know for a fact that they drink a lot because they move a lot. They're very, like, you know, very energetic. No food, I would say no water. Food, maybe a little bit, but they definitely did not have any left after, like, maximum a week. But they lived through it. And I'm very fucking amazed. And am I happy? Yes. And that's the exact fucking point where I said, all right, I didn't lose anything. And yeah, they got the cats. Cats stayed in Poland for like a month, maybe 2, with some guys. Thank you so much for those guys as well. And because I really thought they were dead. At a specific point, I really thought they were dead. You know, we brought them here, took them to a shelter, blah, blah, blah. They're taking care of them. They're still in the shelter. I'm gonna get an apartment soon. And I'm already having too many things in there already. So yeah, I'm really loving it. I'm really loving everything that I am in right now. I'm loving that I'm alive. I'm loving that after months, finally, I got my computer back from Ukraine, from a company. They went to the house, got in by the owner's consent, and took everything basically and sent it to me, which is good. Now I literally have 3 computers. Which are gonna be used for good use, and I'm happy about it. So yeah, current situation, I'm loving it. It's challenging a lot. I'm literally gonna tell you a lot. So I lost all the money I had. I lost basically just the money, nothing else. Money can be remade. I'm trying to do new things. I'm still making music though. Even in the hotel room, I'm cooking some good shit. The album is gonna be something else. And yeah, am I happy with the position I am in? Definitely. Am I proud of being like this? Definitely. Or am I like satisfied with what I have right now? Definitely. Am I going to push even more and more? Definitely.